Yo, what's up YouTube? What I say? Y'all can read. I'm not about to read that. It's a fun. This is the most terrifying websites on the internet. This video is 13 minutes long. I am on Twitch. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, please go and do that. Twitch.tv/DCQ. If you do not follow me on YouTube, you're on it. You should probably follow me on that, right? Right? Do it, right?
I think that I'm broke, but I wish like I'm Joseph. Been on that beef now, I need diagnosis. Lord, her back like she got scoliosis. I her see like my name is Moses. If she a hoe, then she get no roses. Like when I put her on all different.
What city?
Paranoia.com was an infamous website launched in 1995 by a mysterious figure known online as Kevin TX. Initially, the site was pitched as a free speech blog, essentially a digital playground where anyone could anonymously post whatever they wanted.
Basically
Free speech
Reddit.
quickly turned dark as the platform filled with disturbing content ranging from bizarre conspiracy theories and unsettling manifestos to pages celebrating illegal substances and even violent fantasies towards humans who didn't share the same skin color as the original poster. The creepiest aspect, though, was the randomness. Users stumbled upon pages with unsettling names like paranoia.com/Satan or others that openly bragged about hosting controversial and morally questionable content. Back in the day, this Wild West style of internet moderation, or rather lack thereof, made paranoia.com a hotspot for controversy, eventually attracting attention from major media and law enforcement. But here's where the real mystery came in. Oddly enough, paranoia.com now redirects to Disney's official homepage, sparking rumors of hidden puzzles or deeper conspiracies. Why would Disney be associated with such a horrible and dangerous website? Did Disney have something to do with all of this? The actual truth behind this strange link is surprisingly mundane. Disney once owned a short-lived game show called Paranoia that aired on Fox Family, and Paranoia.com was simply purchased as a promotional URL, now forgotten and abandoned. So, no sinister puzzles or dark mysteries here, just an uncomfortable relic of early internet chaos that accidentally ended up in the hands of Mickey Mouse. Meatspin is one of the internet's most infamous shock sites, first appearing around 2005. On the surface, the website is deceptively simple. It features a looping group of two adult men engaged in some, intimate
I reacted to the beginning of this on stream, didn't I?
As a helicopter. If you
I seen that.
Every full rotation
I
is
stupidly
counted on screen, daring the viewer to see just how long they'll stick around. Needless to say, it's more than a little uncomfortable.
I
the site quickly became notorious
clicked
as
it,
the go-to link for pranking unsuspecting friends. The strange appeal
and it's still up.
Wasn't just in the explicit visual, but rather in the internet culture surrounding it, particularly its prank status, similar to the Rickroll, but much less family-friendly. Online forums and chat rooms of the 2000s often disguised Meatspin links as innocent URLs, tricking countless users into seeing something they'd never asked for and probably wished they could unsee. Thisman.org first popped up around 2009, featuring the unsettling face of a man
like
many
half
people
of this video
claimed
already,
they'd seen in their dreams.
So now
According
just cut
to the
it
website, everything began in January 2006, when a psychiatric patient in New York sketched a portrait of a man repeatedly appearing in her dreams, even giving her personal advice. The therapist left the sketch around only to find other patients recognizing this same mysterious figure. Soon, thousands worldwide insisted they'd also dreamed of this man, yet nobody had ever seen him in real life. The website quickly became a creepy internet phenomenon.
No, I've definitely seen him.
Ranging
I
from
know
psychological
I've never seen him.
The idea he might be some supernatural entity, or even proof we're living in a simulation.
Only thing I've seen that looks like him is that nigga from Smurfs.
This man was actually a carefully crafted hoax by Andrea Nutella, an Italian marketing expert specializing in viral campaigns and guerrilla marketing. It was designed to generate buzz and demonstrate how easily people can be convinced into believing something they've never experienced. Heavensgate.com is one of the most hauntingly bizarre websites still active online today. Created in the mid-1990s, the website belonged to Heaven's Gate, a religious cult led by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Nettles. The group's central belief was that Earth was soon to be recycled, and the only way to escape was to leave their physical vehicles behind, boarding a UFO trailing behind the Hale-Bopp comet. The site itself is strangely frozen in time, with outdated HTML and unsettling phrases like red alert and exit statements. Clicking around, you'll find eerie explanations of their belief system, a mix of UFO lore, apocalyptic visions, and vague sci-fi language about transcending to the next level. In March 1997, 39 members, including Applewhite himself, tragically took their own lives, hoping to achieve spiritual ascension. The website remains up decades later, managed by surviving members as a chilling memorial and a historical reminder of the dangers of extreme beliefs. Urban Outrage first appeared online in 2021 as a seemingly ordinary online store selling leather goods.
Like, what
but a
is that?
closer look revealed something seriously unsettling. Bags, shoes, jackets, all featured disturbingly realistic textures that made visitors do a double take. Product descriptions casually mention names like the Avery jacket and Juliet skirt, hinting they were crafted from something more sinister than standard animal hide. In short, Urban Outrage implied they were literally selling fashion items made from people. Yes, real human skin, complete with fake customer reviews praising how unique each item felt. The website quickly went viral, sparking widespread backlash and confusion. Some wondered if it was a dark prank, while others panicked about potential real-life implications. But here's the plot twist. Urban Outrage was a carefully designed publicity stunt by animal rights organization PETA, created to highlight society's comfort with using animal skins in fashion. The goal was shock value, driving home the uncomfortable parallel between products made from humans versus animals. Instacam.org is a creepy website first discovered around 2014, presenting itself as the world's largest directory of online surveillance cameras. But the unsettling catch? These cameras aren't public webcams at famous landmarks. They're private security cameras, often streaming directly from inside homes, offices, or even bedrooms. Yeah, exactly as uncomfortable as it sounds. Visitors could click through hundreds of unsecured camera feeds, watching random strangers live their everyday lives without realizing they're being observed. The cameras weren't hacked. Instacam simply took advantage of people who forgot to change the default passwords on their internet-connected security devices. The site proudly claimed this was meant as a public service announcement, demonstrating how careless people can unknowingly broadcast their private moments online. The Black Vault launched back in
I'm quite nosy, chat. I want to look. Do not do this and so don't go on that because you will get hacked, for example.
1996 by a then-teenager named John Greenwald Jr. quickly became one of the internet's most notorious archives of secret documents and government conspiracies. The site is essentially a massive online database filled with millions of pages of declassified documents sourced through Freedom of Information Act requests, revealing chilling insights into UFO sightings, CIA mind control programs like MKUltra, and shadowy military experiments. What makes the Black Vault disturbing isn't gory visuals or graphic violence. It's the sheer scope of unsettling truths hidden behind government jargon.
ChatGPT is great for quick answers, but when you need writing expertise, Grammarly is my go-to.
Yeah,
here you'll find authentic reports describing UFO encounters from credible military personnel, detailed memos on human experiments that pushed ethical boundaries, and even bizarre psychic research. To be slightly cautious here, the site occasionally dives into dark historical incidents that can make your imagination run wild, though it stays mostly textual and official. Despite online speculation of hidden puzzles or secret messages, the real meaning behind the Black Vault is pretty straightforward. It exists to challenge authority by exposing secrets governments might prefer forgotten. There's no elaborate conspiracy, just a massive digital rabbit hole for those brave enough to jump in. PimEyes is a disturbingly powerful facial recognition website that first appeared around 2017, created by a group of software developers from Poland. The concept is simple but creepy. Upload anyone's photo and PimEyes instantly scours the entire internet to find every single publicly available image of that person's face, often uncovering personal pictures people didn't even know existed online. Users quickly discovered how unsettling this tool could be. Suddenly anyone, from random strangers to stalkers, could use a single snapshot to track someone's entire digital footprint. Think social media profiles, blogs, news articles, or even those slightly awkward yearbook photos you hope no one would ever see again. Privacy advocates freaked out, understandably, calling PimEyes a stalker's dream come true. Bestcore first appeared online in 2008, created by Mark Merrick, a Canadian webmaster known for his controversial views. Unlike other shock sites, Bestcore billed itself as a reality news website, showcasing extremely graphic videos and images depicting accidents, injuries, crime scenes, and various real-life tragedies. Basically stuff that mainstream news would cautiously avoid showing. The site's most infamous moment came in 2012 when Merrick posted a video that depicted an actual tragedy committed by a guy named Magnota, which we aren't going to talk about here, but it sparked widespread outrage, eventually leading authorities to to Merrick himself. He faced legal charges for corrupting morals, though he claimed the website existed to show life's harsh realities that mainstream media hides. After years of controversy, the site finally shut down in 2020, but its legacy as one of the internet's most unsettling corners lives on. Kekma.net popped up around 2019 as one of those infamous internet shock sites made purely to prank unsuspecting visitors. If someone sent you a seemingly innocent link labeled Kekma, clicking it would immediately drop you into a chaotic mess of flashing, unsettling images and painfully loud, distorted noises. Exactly the kind of thing you desperately try to close before someone walked in. To describe its contents cautiously, visitors would see extremely graphic scenes, like severe injuries involving wildlife encounters gone horribly wrong, and highly unpleasant clips reminiscent of the infamous Pain Olympics. The site would even lock your browser temporarily, preventing an easy escape. The worst part is this was usually spread around work and school computers as a prank. People could get suspended or even fired. Do You Need an Exorcist is one of the internet's strangest and most unsettling sites, first appearing around 2010. At first glance, the website seems almost like satire, a place offering exorcism services online as casually as ordering pizza, but it's entirely serious. Visitors find descriptions of spiritual possessions, detailed lists of signs that someone might be dealing with something otherworldly, and even offers of personalized spiritual cleansing. Yeah, exactly as spooky as it sounds. The site prominently features a friendly-looking woman, oddly resembling your favorite middle school art teacher, claiming genuine spiritual credentials to remove entities from people's lives. Testimonials scattered across the site recount unnerving stories of hauntings, possessions, and entities causing discomfort, making visitors wonder whether they're reading true accounts or elaborate fiction.
Sorry about this.
Run the Gauntlet first popped up online in 2015, quickly becoming infamous for challenging users to endure a disturbing marathon of videos, each one worse than the last. Picture a twisted video game where you can't progress unless you sit through each increasingly uncomfortable level. Visitors to the website faced a gauntlet of shocking videos, starting relatively tame but escalating quickly to include graphic injuries, unsettling encounters with wildlife, and disturbing footage you wish you could unsee. Some examples include two friends arm wrestling until someone's arm suddenly bends in a way arms definitely shouldn't, a fisherman accidentally getting a hook painfully stuck somewhere sensitive for men, teen tries a rooftop jump but meets pavement face first in an uncomfortable landing, bullfighter gets tossed around violently by a bull, instantly regretting his life choices. There were no shortcuts or skip buttons. You had to watch each video entirely before moving forward. It even featured a cringe-themed variant for users desensitized to the gore, daring you to withstand secondhand embarrassment instead. At first glance, Yvette's Bridal Formal looks like your typical old-school online bridal shop from the early internet days. Think bright fonts, cluttered pages, and lots of wedding dresses. But visitors quickly noticed something bizarre lurking beneath its frilly surface. Scattered among photos of gowns and tuxedos were strange references to the Salem witch trials, alien abductions, and government conspiracies. Clicking around, you'd stumble onto hidden pages discussing mind control, extraterrestrials, and secret historical cover-ups. Exactly the kind of thing you'd never expect to find while shopping for wedding attire. But what's the deal here? Some users speculated there might be hidden puzzles or secret codes embedded in these weird references. Others thought the site owner simply enjoyed mixing bridal fashion with conspiracy theories, maybe just to freak people out a bit. Turns out there's no complex ARG or sinister puzzle behind Yvette's Bridal Formal. Instead, the real story is simpler and oddly wholesome. The website was run by an eccentric shop owner who had a passion for bridal wear and a genuine enthusiasm for conspiracy theories, combining both into one charmingly unsettling digital mashup. ShaySt.John.net emerged in the early 2000s, becoming one of the internet's strangest and most unsettling websites. Created by artist Eric Fournier, it revolved around Shay Saint. John, a fictional character described as a former supermodel tragically disfigured in an accident. But instead of normal prosthetics, Shay bizarrely replaced her missing...
We'll pause so I can talk to you a little bit. Thank you. Mind dropping a follow? I would really appreciate that. And if you can, tell your friends about it. I'm just starting trying to, thank you for the follow. But I'm just trying to start off by, get out there and showing people, not even showing people, just being a content creator. I enjoy making content, so thank you so much. But yeah, I'm just trying to get out there and try to get big one day. Low-key a dream I had since I was younger. I do play games on stream sometimes. I play Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, and on some occasions I will download a game if requested. But I do have a Dropbox, so if you do have a game you want me to play, put it in a Dropbox and I'll go look, see about it, and then I can potentially play it. If you have any videos, put them in the Dropbox. It should be a Dropbox you can see to put in there. By the way, can I suggest you something different? Yeah, of course. You can put it in a Dropbox, you can put it in here. And I was finna get off a stream because it was like nobody here and this is the last video, but if you got something I can check it out. As long as it don't cost money at the moment, we're good. I'll get paid till Monday. You should give them some dope stuff to attract my followers and views. What you mean? Like a cool logo, see, look, I want to do that, but I'm not paying nobody for that. So, I'm gonna create my own. I just don't be thinking about it. And I low-key want to. And that's a good idea, and I'm glad you said that, because you just reminded me to do it. And I low-key need to go and make that. And it's not that hard to make, I just don't feel like doing it. It's like, I don't know.
Limbs and face with mannequin parts. The site itself was a chaotic mix of creepy, grainy videos, unsettling photos, and nonsensical text. Visitors could find cryptic stories, eerie animations, and videos of Shay repeating unsettling phrases like hand thing, while performing jittery movements that felt straight out of a fever dream. Clicking around the site felt like wandering through a digital nightmare, leaving users wondering what exactly they'd stumbled upon. Hoop Senders first surfaced online.
How will your big dream of becoming a streamer come true if you can't work on it? No, let me explain. Well, I can help you with this stuff. Basically, I'm an artist and do work for gamers to turn it for their stuff. See, look. Would you like to review my portfolio? Let me see. Now, let's conversate. I do plan on making it. It's not like I don't plan on making it. I am working hard. As you can see, my 64 followers didn't come from me just being lazy. I actually tried. I grew up. I came up from just Xbox, no camera, horrible mic, to decent enough camera, decent enough mic, a decent camera, like mic, all that, you know. And like, I would do this, but the amount of times that I've been scammed from that is why I'm gonna make my own. I've had a time where somebody said I can send them 10 and they'll do it, and they blocked me. Had somebody say they'll do 50% and they blocked me. I would not be doing this because I'm not. It's not you, because you could be a genuine person, but I just won't do it for the simple fact that I don't trust people. People have lied so many times, and it's way better for me to work on it on my own, to get this stuff out on my own and do this on my own, because as a content creator, you want to have your community, you know, you want to be able to do stuff on your own and not depend on people, because if I depend on somebody else to do it, it won't get done. See, and that right there, that's not gonna help. I have to personally know you, like in person, and we have to like all this for me to do this, because everybody else is saying screenshots and they don't scam, and that'd be the biggest scam. So if you are a scammer, people fucked it up for you. If you're not, people fucked it up for you, and I'm sorry about that if you're not. But if you are, I'm not sorry. You know, it's the whole trust thing. You gotta, I don't know, I don't trust people. I don't think I'm gonna finish this video either, you know. I think I'm gonna just post this as is. I apologize. You too. You have a nice day as well, man.
Around 2007, quickly gaining notoriety for offering exactly what its name suggests. Yep, sending genuine droppings to anyone you choose. Marketed as the ultimate gag gift, visitors...
I really hope that person, if they are like, I really hope that person, if they are genuine, I hope that they do well and actually get stuff. But if they are not genuine, then I feel bad for them. What the fuck am I looking at? Cow dung, elephant crab, gorilla poop, and combo pack. What is that?
could anonymously ship packages filled with cow, elephant, gorilla poop, or even a delightful combo pack. Definitely not the kind of surprise you'd want landing at your doorstep. Despite the gross out factor, poop senders insisted it was all in good fun, claiming the droppings were safely sourced from zoos and local farms. Imagine having that job. Customers...
I was gonna say, first of all, who would want to do this? Who goes and pick up... Alright, gang.
often use the service as a prank or revenge tactic, sending an anonymous gift to annoying coworkers, ex-partners, or even noisy neighbors. If you want to see more videos like this,
I wish I would do something, like, not even do it. I wish I would open up my door to some doo-doo on my step. Like, come on now, gang. That's crazy. But, anyway, have a nice day. I'm in the... But no, if I ever open up my front door, side door, back door, car door, room door, door, any door, and I see doo-doo on the ground, and it says from anonymous, from this, from that, there will be problems. I don't care. That is disgusting. I'm gonna cry. That's some nasty shit to do to somebody. That's, unless it's somebody that you're really getting at. That is some nasty shit to do to somebody. And I have to update the playlist because I watched 2 of the 5 videos that we already had. If y'all have anything to suggest, as I said, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and drop a follow, comment, all that. Share the video, share it with your friends, please. I need it. And if you have any suggestions, there is a Dropbox you can do. And if there's not a Dropbox, when this get posted to YouTube, there is a thing called a comment section where you, yes you, with your hands, you can type on the keyboard, phone, tablet, it does not matter. You could be like Buddy from earlier on your tablet. I don't mind. Just suggest. It can be a game, it can be a this, it can be a that. I'm going to take the advice of the person that was in my chat, and I will be creating my own little banners because I realize I need those. So with that being said, thank you guys for the support, and thank you guys for, being there with me and being there for me. I suggest you drop the follow, and thank you for all the support, really. But like I said, once we get to 100 followers on Twitch or YouTube, it doesn't really matter. I will be doing certain special things for you guys. For the people that are here,
they can let me punch the song and I'm making it sloppy. This nigga diss and he cannot stop me. Just pop a pill, call me a homie. Not a fat bitch, I call me a body. Not a shit off, I just use a shotty. Making these shots, they calling me Marley. They dumping my song, this shit in the party. Cracking this bitch, but she not my shotty. What's in that cup? Nigga, it's Oxy. That's how I